EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Right to the air is Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Carr. He goes underneath to Abdullah. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. They'll set up to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Davis Price on 1st and 10. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lance thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle. He's got him in, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We're scoreless after 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing now is Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Davis-Price up the middle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Ty Davis-Price. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
This is a screen to Abdullah. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. 30. The 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to fourth down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game.
The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Carr. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. To throw is Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on fourth down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Second down, here's Davis Price.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Lance going to throw.
Rolling to his right. And he finds Tyler Croft.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Forced out to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now a play fake. Lance.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football.
Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
This one fielded at the 5.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
Being chased out left.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays,
Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ty Davis Price with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. On first down, Carr. Flush to his right. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
This will be caught at Samuel. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll run with Davis Price. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Ty Davis Price. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gould with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. He completes it to Abdullah. Gets past one man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Carr to throw again. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Keelan Cole, 58 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Up past the 30, second down coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance looking to throw it. Steps away. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Davis Price will try to pick it up. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. They find, there he goes, right side. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Ty Davis Price, 55 yards. And the Niners have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Now Carr, gotta have this one. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Niners up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he's going to go down again. Carr going to go on 4th down. And able to complete it to Moreau. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Flushed out right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gold with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the... EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll start with Davis-Price on the ground.
And some room to work.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big play there on the first play of the game. Given 42 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
To throw, it's Lance.
He'll buy some time right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 1st down, Lance
steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. The 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara,
96 yards.
And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just had an insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. In the first drive, they were moving the ball okay. Then the interception, now time to regroup after giving up the score.
Yeah, I noticed him on the sidelines talking with one of his coaches, and they were comparing the pictures, right? You get the
and now the rookie's free. The 30. 10, 5, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Ty Davis-Price,
77 yards.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Three and a half to go, first quarter. Off the play fake, Winston. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 2nd down. Here's Winston. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
102 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A first down throw for Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And Winston lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
And Lance now to throw.
Out to his left.
That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Here's Lance to throw it. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Here's a give to Davis Price. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 7-7, our score after 1. On 2nd and 7, Lance. This is caught. And he's brought down. Davis Price. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Davis Price again. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Ty Davis Price with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception. And
touchdown! Ty Davis Price on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
Second down, and again, it's Davis-Price.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Ty Davis-Price
On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Jameis now on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And it's caught. And he's brought down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the fight.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Room here to run. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Play fake. Winston. They'll roll him out right.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now. Winston. Rolling to his left.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Winston.
Complete to Olave on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Coming left is Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Lutz good on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
On the handoff, Davis Price.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Ty Davis Price.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this this is going to be 49er football.
So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Kamara up the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Lutz with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Ty Davis-Price, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Slant pass complete to Olave. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. First down, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave on the touchdown toss for Jameis Winston. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts. So we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And some space here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jeff Wilson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Buying time to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
On 3rd down, Winston. Got an open man, it's Olave. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught at the 5. And he's across for 2 points. Well, gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second down, and again, it's Davis Price.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And they'll indeed take a knee.